Ever since those texts started, nightmares became my nightly companions. "Mark, you're back?" one message screamed. "What's wrong with you?" Another followed. "Mark, it's been 3 years. Suddenly you want intimacy. Mark, I really love you." Then chillingly, "Chloe? Who the hell was Chloe?" Suddenly a new message popped up. "You're awake. I warn you, don't try any tricks to weasel your way into being my wife. I've been married to you for 3 years. If I'm not your wife, is Chloe?" My head was spinning. "Shut up," another text commanded. "You're not allowed to mention her." This was insane. "So this is what you think of me, Mark." Then the word that felt like a punch to the gut. "Let's get a divorce." Divorce? You used to cheat and force me into marrying you. Now you're playing hard to get? Playing hard to get? Mark Felix, you've turned my 3 years of dedication into a joke. Are you willing to step aside? Are you the king? Do you think I need Mrs. Felix to survive? You're refusing me? You want a divorce? I'll grant you that. Divorce is fine, but I should be the one to propose it. You're not allowed. The phone rang, an unknown number. "Hello, who's this?" A somber voice answered. "This is the director of Anson Hospital. We regret to inform you Mr. Felix's condition is deteriorating. Please prepare accordingly." Grandpa. Gone. Just like that. Mom's voice was choked with tears. Grandpa passed away so suddenly. Then, a hard edge crept in. Lawyer George mentioned yesterday Mark left half his assets, and the other half to Sarah Shelley. Why? Her voice dropped to a furious whisper. Lower your voice. I just can't swallow this. You're Mark's stepmother. Sarah has always been at odds with us. This might mean she'll kick us out of the house. At the funeral, the tension was thick enough to cut with a knife. Grandpa, thank you for your care over the years. I am deeply grateful. I managed, my voice trembling. Then Sarah Shelley walked in, an icy calm radiating from her. Sarah, Mom hissed, her voice dripping venom. You're truly cold-hearted. Grandpa's gone and you don't even cry. If it weren't for Grandpa picking up a girl with no memory, just knowing her name, you'd be dead by the roadside. A girl with no power or status dreams of marrying into our family and becoming high-ranking. My blood ran cold. Are you sure you want to argue at the funeral? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. How can you talk to me like that? Grandfather who loved you the most is gone. What status do you have in this family? Mom spat back. I've inherited half the assets. Sarah's voice was quiet but sharp as glass. Who gave you the right? Your mother is just Mark's stepmother, but I am Mrs. Felix, the legitimate one. Do you know why? Mom's face contorted with rage. Sarah, you ungrateful brat. Grandpa just got buried. If you want to lecture me, do it somewhere else. Why can't Zoe inherit the assets? Zoe is Mark's sister. Even though a half-sibling, she is still his sister. Mark wouldn't neglect her. Suddenly, a soft voice cut through the tension. Chloe, you're back. All eyes turned to a woman standing in the doorway, elegant and poised. So it's Miss Chloe, Mom sneered. No wonder you're so well-mannered. Chloe smiled faintly. You flatter me. I assume this is Mark's wife, Sarah Shelley? I'm Chloe Sherry, she corrected smoothly. You've taken good care of Mark. Chloe took a step forward, then stumbled slightly. Oh, you've fallen, Mom exclaimed, rushing to her side. Ah, don't touch me. Chloe recoiled. Chloe, are you all right? Mom asked, concern dripping from every word. Mark, did I say something wrong? Chloe asked, her voice trembling just so. Miss Shelley was quite fierce. Mark's face hardened. Apologize to Chloe. He turned to me, his eyes like ice. If you don't apologize, you can't pay respects to Grandpa. The humiliation burned. I'm sorry, I mumbled. I'm sorry, I repeated, louder this time. Sarah, I really don't mind, Chloe purred. Mark, my foot hurts. Mom sees the opportunity. You want to show filial piety? From now on, you'll kneel at Grandpa's grave for 3 days and nights. Move aside. As I knelt by the grave, a shadow fell over me. It was Mark. Mark, leaving like this isn't right. Sarah might misunderstand. Chloe's voice, sugary sweet, floated from behind him. That manipulative woman doesn't deserve sympathy. Mark looked down at me, his expression unreadable. Grandpa, I whispered to the cold stone, I've let you down. After 3 years, I haven't won Mark's heart. This loveless marriage is over. Later, Chloe approached me, a sickeningly sweet smile plastered on her face. Chloe, long time no see. You've grown even more elegant. What skincare products do you use to keep so smooth? Mom joined in, her voice falsely bright. Madam Zoe, stop teasing me. I've recently invested in a beauty salon. I'll take you there sometime. I've been busy with Grandpa's affairs, staying up late, my skin's getting saggy and dull. I need some care. Time for some pampering. Mom's smile turned to a sneer as she looked at me. How unlucky. You're not mourning. Why are you here? You always took care of him. Now that he's gone, are you willing to kneel for 3 days? As Chloe and Mom chatted, I walked into the living room. Laughter. Before entering, I heard laughter in the living room. One might think there's a celebration. My voice was cold. We haven't formally met. Sarah, nice to meet you, Chloe said, extending a hand. What are you doing? Mom snapped. Is this how you treat guests? So you know she's a guest. I thought she was moving in today. Mark stepped in, his face thunderous. What's your problem? If you're friends, I have nothing to say. But are you just friends? My relationship with Chloe is none of your business. Shouldn't you be repenting at Grandpa's grave? Why are you back so soon? I asked, my voice tight. I'm not feeling well. Let go. Mark's grip tightened. I'm not happy with how you treated Chloe. Chloe isn't someone you can complain about, understand? Is Chloe your porcelain doll? A few cold words and she's upset? Aren't you used to taking it? I retorted, bitterness rising in my throat. So now that Grandpa's gone, you're showing your true colors? Good, very good. Let me go, Mark. Where are you going? Let go of me. Mark, this is restriction, Mom declared, her eyes gleaming. Auntie Lane, lock her up for 10 days or so. Don't feed her. Let her drink tap water if she's thirsty. Yes, Master. Auntie Lane nodded grimly. Restriction is too lenient for you. 3 years ago, you schemed to climb up. Do you think status is cheap? You can't just quit when you want to. I've got everything figured out. It was you who drugged the wine back then. You like drinking. Here, drink it up. He shoved a glass into my hand. Mark, are you crazy? I don't believe a word you're saying. That day, besides Chloe, I only saw you. If not you, was it Chloe? Chloe rushed forward, a picture of concern. Sarah, are you okay? Mom pointed at a diamond necklace I wore, a gift from Grandpa years ago. Sarah, is the necklace presented by Mark? It was hers when she was picked up. She treasured it and allows nobody to touch it. I know something about diamonds. Can I take a look? No, I said instinctively. Chloe wants to see it, Mark commanded. Show it to her. Chloe's eyes gleamed as she reached for the necklace. She stole my husband. Now she's after my necklace too? There's no such thing as a free lunch. She can get all... Suddenly, Chloe gasped, clutching her chest. What's wrong? Are you crazy? Crazy? Is this crazy in your eyes? Right when you hate someone, their breathing is wrong. Just give it to her. Mark's voice was cold, detached. Why are you talking nonsense? I whispered. Mom stepped forward, her voice dripping with false sympathy. Chloe and Mark grew up together. Now that she's back, what's your place here? Although Grandpa's will said you inherit half the estate, you can't do whatever you want. Give my necklace back. It's just a small piece of worthless stone, I retorted. She hides it as if anyone wants it. Chloe examined the necklace closely. If I'm not mistaken, this seems to be one of the few top-tier red diamonds in the world. A man who I hadn't noticed before stepped forward. Miss Chloe, please give the necklace back. This is a top-tier African red diamond. It's probably priceless now. At an auction in Europe 5 years ago, it was bought by the wealthy Shelley family. I don't think the red diamond on it looks fake. The Shelley family, could it be that she... He stared at me, recognition dawning in his eyes. Where did you get this necklace? He asked, his voice hushed with awe. What does it matter to you? Give it back. Give it back to me. Give it back. I lunged for the necklace, desperation clawing at me. Oh, Chloe cried, stumbling back. Sarah, don't get so excited, Mom chided. After all, Mark is still your husband in name. Which man can stand having his wife cheat on him? Don't you think? Stop pretending, I spat. Mark, give the necklace back. If you don't know who gave this necklace, Mark said, his voice flat, then it has no meaning. No, I cried. It's just a poor necklace. Not a big deal, I insisted, trying to downplay its significance. The man spoke again, his voice respectful. Miss Chloe, I need to check on Mark's grandfather's room. So I'll leave you and Mark to catch up. We'll go to the salon together next time. Sure, Chloe chirped, her eyes gleaming with triumph. Mom muttered as they left, Foolish Chloe. Chloe turned to Mark, her voice saccharine sweet. I'm not used to this, Mark. I just missed you so much. When will you divorce Sarah? I don't want to be the insignificant mistress anymore. Grandpa just passed away. About the divorce. Let's talk about it later. Mark's voice was weary. Okay, Chloe cooed. I'll do whatever Mark says. What a fool. Later that night, I found Chloe standing outside in the pouring rain, weeping theatrically. Mark, what are you doing? Mom asked sharply. If she gets sick from the rain, do I have to take her to the hospital? Mark sighed. Wait, she's still angry. She won't listen to what you say. Maybe I should go check on her. Chloe saw me and her tears dried up instantly, replaced by a venomous glare. Do you think playing the victim will make Mark pity you? You've finally shown your true colors. I'm telling you, Mark is mine. Even if you've been married for 3 years, his heart will never be with you. You, the homewrecker, dare to shout here? You're the mistress. In a relationship, the one not loved is the mistress. Let go. Suddenly, Mark was there, pulling Chloe away. Chloe, are you okay? I'm fine, she whimpered. I just persuaded her to go inside, but she pushed me in anger. I didn't, I protested. I was there, Mom declared. I saw everything. Mark's eyes narrowed. You saw what? Are your eyes blind, or are you brainless? He turned to me, his voice low and dangerous. Sarah, I think you've gone mad. Yes, I'm mad, I admitted, tears streaming down my face. Ever since I realized that I fell in love with you, I've gone mad. It's my mistake to fall in love with you. Mark's face remained impassive. Your love is worthless to me. Since you two are so affectionate, please leave. I still need to find my necklace. Is this necklace so important to you? Mark asked, his voice devoid of emotion. More important than me? His next words were like a physical blow. Sarah, I can't tolerate any bad tricks. Kneel down and apologize to Chloe. You want me to apologize to her? I choked out, disbelief warring with rage. I'm still your wife here, and I have to apologize to this mistress who hasn't even married in. Chloe's voice dripped with false sweetness. Sarah, you must be misunderstanding. It's just that Mark cares too much. Just apologize to me casually. I don't mind. He's a straightforward man. But I'm not naive. Mark's voice cut through the saccharine sweetness. Guards, take the lady away. I'll ask you one last time. If you know you're wrong, apologize now. I'm sorry, I whispered, the words tasting like ash in my mouth. I'm sorry for loving a scumbag like you. Scumbag, huh? Mark sneered. Good, very good. Mark, I don't know what tricks you used back then to force me to marry you, I cried out, desperation seizing me. I've always hated being manipulated. Sarah, this is the price you pay for climbing up by any means. I hope you won't regret this someday. Keep an eye on her. Let her stand when she realizes she's wrong. As Mark and Chloe left, Mom approached me, a triumphant smirk on her face. Mark, you should go back first. I'll have a quiet word with Sarah. She leaned in, her voice a low hiss. How could you possibly be a match for me? Mark will always be mine. No one can take him away, you fool. Let me go, I gasped. Madam, you are allowed to leave after admitting you are wrong. When you realize you're wrong, you can get up. Hours later, I was still kneeling, the cold stone biting into my knees. I looked down, a dark stain spreading on the ground. See? Bleeding. If something happens to me, who can take responsibility? Auntie Lane's voice was sharp. Madam, don't make things difficult for us. When I finally woke up, I was in a sterile white room. "Where am I?" I croaked. A nurse answered gently. "Hospital. Miss Shelley, we've done our best. The baby couldn't be saved." "Baby? What baby?" "Last time I checked, the doctor clearly said I wasn't pregnant and I had difficulty conceiving." The nurse's voice was soft with pity. "I know it might be hard to accept, but you were indeed pregnant. Your baby was lost due to bleeding. Take care and rest well." My phone buzzed. "Hello? What's the matter?" Lawyer George's voice was brisk. "Hello, where are you?" "The lawyer is already—" "I agree to the divorce," I interrupted, my voice hollow. "I'll leave with nothing. No need for a lawyer." "Do as you wish." Mark's voice, cold and distant, came over the line. "Are you sure to divorce today?" "Yes." "Sir, you're also sure to divorce today?" "Not joking?" Lawyer George asked. "She wants a divorce, so let her." Mark's voice was clipped. "Today's April Fool's Day." Lawyer George chuckled nervously. "No need to think about it today, it is. There's a cooling-off period for divorces." "We've already cooled off enough," Mark snapped. "Is getting a divorce this troublesome? If you can do it, if not, find someone else." A few hours later, I held the divorce certificate in my hand. "Here you go. This is your divorce certificate." "Thank you," I murmured. Lawyer George hesitated. "You really plan to leave with nothing? Your money would burn my hands. You have no money. Where can you go?" "The divorce certificate is in hand. Isn't it too late to talk about this now?" "Unreasonable. Take care of yourself. This is for the best." As I walked out of the courthouse, a sleek black car pulled up beside me. A woman in a sharp suit stepped out, her eyes widening as she saw me. "Miss? You?" "Miss, who are you?" I asked, confused. "We've finally found you, miss," she exclaimed, her voice full of relief. "You must have the wrong person." "No, you are the young heiress of our family. 5 years ago, you accidentally injured your brain and lost your memory, ending up in an orphanage as a volunteer. It took us a full 5 years to find you in the vast sea of people. You must be a scam group." I felt a wave of dizziness. "Miss, excuse us. Take her to see the doctor." In the doctor's office, the woman spoke again, her voice gentle. "Miss, do you remember? I am Sarah Shelley, the only daughter of our family. My father is the richest man in Chester, the chairman of the Shelley Group." Suddenly, fragmented memories flashed through my mind. A grand mansion, a loving father, a diamond necklace. Yes, that's great. You've remembered everything. If only you had remembered earlier." "This is my fault, miss. It's my incompetence. I will take you back to Chester tonight. The master will be overjoyed to know." "No," I said, my voice gaining strength. "I can't leave now." "Ah, why not?" "You've just lost a baby. Your body is too weak and needs rest." "There are some debts I must settle myself." My voice hardened. "Miss, what are your orders? I'll do whatever you ask, but no need to say more. My mind is made up." The woman nodded, a hint of steel entering her voice. "Well, if that's the case, why don't you go see the eldest son? He's currently in Fort as well, and he's running an entertainment company. If he agrees for you to stay here, I will keep it a secret from the master." "My brother is also here? That's great. Quick, take me to see him." Later that day, I stood outside a luxurious villa, ready to confront Mom. Mom's voice, laced with shock and fury, greeted me as I walked in. "Sarah, who let you out to embarrass yourself? Have you finished the chores at home?" "Oh, it's the side branch of the Shelley family. Being a stepmother must be tough, huh?" Zoe joined in, her voice dripping with sarcasm. "Sarah, what are you going crazy about? Don't forget Chloe is back, and she's from a noble family. Between you and Chloe, any man knows how to choose. You'll no longer be the daughter-in-law." "Let whoever wants to be," I said, my voice calm and steady. "I really don't care." Mom scoffed. "What gives you the confidence? Have you hooked up with a wealthy man? When you were in the Felix family, you forced me to serve you and Zoe. There were servants, but you didn't use them. I must do the laundry, cleaning, and cooking, and if I did it a bit slowly, you scolded me in front of outsiders." "What nonsense am I talking?" I asked, feigning confusion. "It's no wonder you're just an ignorant stepmother. desperately squeezed into the upper class. But alas, real ladies don't even look at you. Mom's face flushed crimson. Sarah, are you crazy? I'm telling you, I am your mother-in-law. Stop acting crazy here. I'm calling Mark right now. Even if you beg on your knees, I won't forgive you. Oh, and by the way, just an hour ago, I divorced Mark. Even if you beg on your knees, I won't step into your villa, Sarah. You just wait. My phone rang. Hello? Mark, you've divorced Sarah, right? Yes, oh, it's a good thing. I'm telling you, I just ran into Sarah on the street. She was completely disrespectful, talking to me in a rude manner. Mom's voice was shrill. Mark's voice, weary and impatient, cut her off. Julia, if that's all, I'll hang up now. No, I need to ask you, how much property did you give her? She asked to leave with nothing. I've prepared some money, I'll give it to her later. Why give her anything? Mark snapped. I'm telling you, she's already found another man. What? That's impossible. She's not that kind of person. You know nothing, Mom insisted. When I saw her earlier, at that place, with a man in his 40s or 50s coming out of a clinic. I asked the people at the clinic, and it turns out he's quite influential, connected to the Shelley group or something. Mark's voice was tinged with doubt. That doesn't prove anything. You said she wants to leave with nothing. If she hadn't found her next move, would she leave with nothing? Her rushing to divorce, it does seem unusual. Mom pressed on. Mark, don't be fooled by that girl. She's very cunning. When the old man was sick, she was there taking care of him every day. Who knows how much she got out of it? If there's nothing else, I'll hang up now, Mark said, his voice curt. Please find out the owner of this number. I need to know who it is. Whoever this is, they're asking for trouble, sending me harassing messages. I have a hunch, but I need to confirm it. I'll contact the communication bureau. They can get the result in 5 minutes. The black car I was in suddenly screeched to a halt. What's going on? I asked my driver. Someone's blocking the car. Oh, it's my ex-husband. I'll go down and see him myself. Stay in the car and get the evidence. Mark stood blocking the road, his face contorted with rage. Oh, it's Mr. X, I said, a sardonic smile playing on my lips. You don't want to live, but I do. Let go of me, Mark snarled. Sarah, we've only been divorced for a few hours. You're already in another old man's car. I never knew you had such tricks up your sleeve. What old man? What are you talking nonsense about? You stopped the car on the road just to act like a scoundrel? Sarah, here's $30 million, he thrust a wad of cash at me. I was going to give it to you, but now it's gone. Mark, you're so generous, I said, my voice dripping with sarcasm. $30 million, but I don't need it. You've really hooked up with another man, he accused, his voice rising. Open the car door. Let me see who the bastard is. Why should I listen to you? Not to mention I haven't done such a thing. Even if I had, you have no right to interfere. Who's trying to control you? I'm just worried about my ex-wife tarnishing the reputation of our family. It has nothing to do with me. I hope the Felix family falls apart. If it weren't for Grandpa's kindness, I'd love to see you go bankrupt myself. In just 2 hours, you've completely changed. Who gives you such strength? He lunged forward, trying to open the car door. My driver stepped out, his voice calm and authoritative. Here, just as I expected. What trick are you playing now? What's the relationship between you two? Doesn't seem like the type to be a sugar daddy, does he? This must be Mr. Felix. Mr. Felix, please watch your words. Beware, our master will trouble you. Mark stared at him, bewildered. Who's your master? My driver continued, unfazed. And I heard you're connected to the Shelley group. No comment. He handed Mark a phone. That's enough. Look for yourself. Mark stared at the screen, his face paling as he scrolled through text messages. What do you mean? He stammered. These messages are from Chloe to you. Don't you believe it? Your beloved Chloe's deeds are far from over. Chloe is pure and kind, Mark protested weakly. She wouldn't send these messages. Did you fabricate this? So I'm that despicable in your eyes, I asked, my voice laced with bitterness. Think about it. Who drugged you that day? Wasn't it you? It wasn't me. I wouldn't do such a thing, Mark insisted. Why don't you think carefully? Where you went that day? Who you met? I pressed. Mom's voice, full of certainty, echoed in my ears. Chloe returned from abroad last month. After she came back, she ate at Horn and went home. You can't suspect Chloe of drugging you. She's not that kind of person. If that's the case, I can get the surveillance footage from Horn from last month, I said, my voice gaining confidence. No need to waste your effort. Chloe is not that kind of person, Mark repeated stubbornly. Mark, I'm curious, I said softly. People can change. You haven't seen her in years. How do you know she's still the person you have in mind? What do you know about our relationship? Don't bully her. You'll have to get past me first. My driver stepped forward, handing Mark another phone. Found it. Last month on the 3rd, at Horn Hotel. The restaurant's surveillance footage. Right here. Tell him who really drugged him. Mark stared at the video, his face slowly draining of color as he watched Chloe slip something into his wine. Mr. Felix, my driver said, his voice calm and steady, the lady who had dinner with you that day, while you were on the phone, added something to your red wine. I stepped closer, meeting Mark's gaze. It's not me who was abandoned in the divorce. It's your family wasn't good enough for me. Wait, let me explain. Mark stammered, but I cut him off. Is there anything else you want to say? Please stop bothering Miss Sarah. My driver addressed Mark directly. That's not what I meant. Later, Chloe found Mark, her voice filled with concern. Mark, you're back. I heard you divorced Sarah. How did you know? Mom bustled in, her face beaming. I told them. Today I invited Miss Sherry over so you two can discuss the wedding. Wedding? Mark's voice was flat. When did I say I wanted to get married? Mom waved a dismissive hand. Auntie is just excited. Mark, you just got divorced today. I came to comfort you. Chloe pouted prettily. Look at me. I'm out of my mind. Oh, you two chat. I'm going to rest. Mom bustled out, leaving us alone. Mark, was it your intention to divorce? Chloe asked, her voice soft and probing. Why the bad mood? Chloe, how did you become like this? Mark asked, his voice heavy with disappointment. What are you talking about? Chloe asked, her eyes widening in feigned innocence. I don't understand. Could he know something about these messages? Chloe thought, her eyes darting nervously. I sent them when I was drunk. I really didn't mean to. The messages, I can overlook it since you're young. But what about the drugging? Why would you drug my wine, and with that kind of drug? Where did you learn such tricks? Mark's voice was sharp. Mark even knows about it. He knows. What else are you hiding from me? No, nothing. There's nothing else. Just the drugging, Chloe stammered. I wasn't willing to do it. Unwilling? Mark's voice rose. The surveillance shows you putting it in my wine. What more do you have to argue? Chloe's eyes welled up with tears. Mark, you know I'm a foster child of the Shelley family. If it weren't for the Shelleys' real daughter's serious illness, I wouldn't have had the chance to return. This time, maybe. I told them I've secretly pledged my life to someone, so they decided to give me the family estate. I promised I'd give you a status, but what does that have to do with drugging? No, you don't know about the Shelley family, Chloe continued, her voice rising in desperation. They couldn't fully trust me. They think only if I've had intimate behavior with you and have a child with the Felix family can I marry into the Felix family securely. The Shelley family sure has a lot of nerve, Mark said, his voice flat with disgust. Mark, I failed with the drugging last time. I didn't expect you to leave so early. Do you also like to use such methods to force me to be with you? Chloe pleaded. No, I didn't. I was afraid that after 3 years away, you might truly fall in love with Sarah. Please forgive me this once. Enough, Mark interrupted, his voice cold and final. Mark, you don't need to use such tricks. Chloe, you weren't like this before. No, I won't dare to do it again, Chloe whimpered. Lee, escort Chloe out. Mark, I'll pretend this never happened. Don't do it again. The next day I arrived at Treasure Entertainment, ready to start my new role as director. Hello, please inform Chloe I need to see him. I addressed the receptionist. The receptionist scoffed. Why does this bumpkin think she can see our CEO right away? Is this your service attitude? Although we are a newly registered company here, please take a look at the scale of our company. Do you know what capital's behind us? I know the leading Shelley Group in Chester. The receptionist sneered. Hmm, you know and still dare to come? I think you're quite good-looking. Even if you're here to audition as an artist, you can't just demand to see our CEO. I'm not here to audition as an artist. I'll say it one more time. I need to see your CEO. So I get it, the receptionist said, her voice dripping with sarcasm. You're not here to be an artist. You're aiming to be the CEO's wife? That's laughable. With your bumpkin looking, dreaming of going into high class. I picked up the phone on the desk. If you won't call, I'll do it myself. Don't blame me if you lose your job. The receptionist laughed dismissively. Pretentious. Don't you want to work here anymore? Get her up here right now. She barked into the phone. Is that directed at you? I asked, a hint of amusement in my voice. Which floor? I asked. 5th floor. As I walked into the 5th floor office, the receptionist, who had been so rude to me earlier, was now weeping uncontrollably. Tracy, why are you crying? Asked another woman, Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson, please help me, Tracy sobbed. I just offended a woman. I don't know what her background is, but Mr. Shelley fired me. A woman, how does she look? Miss Johnson asked, her brow furrowed. She looks quite good and walks hand in hand with the CEO. Hale's voice boomed from the inner office. Come in. I walked in, my new power settling around me like a cloak. Changed already? How do I look? I asked Hale, twirling slightly. I didn't embarrass you, did I? Hale grinned. Not bad. No wonder you're my sister. You'll definitely dazzle everyone, that's for sure. Oh, but tonight's banquet, isn't it just a regular business banquet? Why do I have to go? If it weren't to support you, I'd definitely stay home and rest. Hale chuckled. You'll know when you get there. At the banquet, the atmosphere buzzed with anticipation. Wow, Mr. Felix is so handsome. His companion is also very elegant. They look so good together. Could it be? Is this Mr. Felix's secret wife he's kept for 3 years? I took Hale's arm, feeling a thrill of power course through me. I'm a bit nervous for the first time. Hale squeezed my hand reassuringly. All right then. Oh, this is the heir of Shelley Group, Hale. I've heard he came from Chester. Today I finally have the chance to meet him. Hey, the lady next to him is too beautiful. I've never seen a woman who can combine purity with beauty into such an exquisite appearance. The woman that Hale brings out cannot be an ordinary person. I think she outshines Felix's companion. Suddenly, Mom and Zoe appeared, their faces tight with barely concealed fury. Why are you here? Mom demanded, her voice sharp. I'm here for the banquet. What's wrong? I asked, feigning innocence. You two know each other? Mom asked, her eyes darting suspiciously between Hale and me. Hale stepped forward, his voice smooth and charming. Let me introduce. This one is the executive CEO of Shelley Group, Hale. He set up a company in Ford. I'm Mark Felix. Nice to meet you. Hale's smile didn't reach his eyes as he looked at Mark. You're Mark Felix. You seem to have animosity towards me. You've harmed my Sarah and still expect me to be nice to you? You're Sarah, Mark scoffed. That's a bit too affectionate, isn't it? Hale's smile turned predatory. I don't think it's affectionate at all. Mr. Felix, you're just my ex-husband. Mark, Mom interjected, trying to smooth things over. Isn't it good that Sarah is doing well? Since she already has a new partner, shouldn't you let go too? New partner? Mark's voice was tight. We divorced less than 1 day ago. Where did she get a new partner from? Mom waved a dismissive hand. Isn't that man surnamed Shelley? Maybe they're siblings. Mark, you must be confused, Zoe chimed in, her voice dripping with sarcasm. Hale is the only heir of Shelley Group. I've never heard that he has any siblings. Besides, Sarah was born in an orphanage in Ford. She just happens to share the same surname. Don't you remember the diamond necklace? Mark's eyes widened in realization. You mean they've been together for a long time? Mom seized the opportunity. I didn't say that. Sarah isn't that kind of person, right? How long have you known her? How can you know what kind of person she is? I retorted, my voice laced with steel. Zoe turned to Chloe, her voice falsely sweet. Zoe, you're here. Chloe, did you come with Mark? Where is he? He's not in a good mood today. Don't disturb him. Didn't he just get divorced? Such a joyous occasion. What's there to be unhappy about? Zoe asked, her voice dripping with sarcasm. Mom joined in, her voice loud enough for everyone to hear. No one can believe you got divorced this morning and found a new lover by night. I do wish her well, but Mark's heart still feels a bit off. Wish her what? Zoe sneered. She finds men faster than a rocket. She must have hooked up for long. Dare to cheat on Mark, I'll punish her. Zoe stormed towards me, her face contorted with rage. Hey, Zoe, I called out, my voice sharp and commanding. She stopped short, surprised by my sudden confidence. Sarah, you're dressed like a blooming flower. Who is the man? What uncivilized girl are you? Hale's voice, cold and dangerous, cut through the air. Who are you calling? Do you know who I am? Zoe sputtered, taken aback by Hale's icy demeanor. Do you know who I am? None dare confront me, Zoe. Mom whispered urgently. He's the chairman of Shelley Group. Shelley Group? Zoe stammered, her bravado faltering. Zoe, you good-for-nothing probably don't even know what Shelley Group is, Mom hissed. I don't care what it is, Zoe retorted, trying to regain her composure. He's your lover. You dare to hit me? Hale's voice was like ice. For being foul-mouthed, insulting my dear Hale, I hit you for that. Who insults Hale? She deserves the slap. Mom's voice was frantic. Zoe, behind Shelley Group is the richest family in Chester. Even our families can't compete with them. Even so, Zoe insisted stubbornly, he stole Mark's woman. That's not right. Mom's voice dropped to a desperate whisper. Hale stole Mark's girlfriend? Didn't Mark get married? How come he still has so many admirers? What admirers? Zoe scoffed. She's my brother's ex-wife. We divorced just this morning, and she's already with another man tonight. This woman is clearly a fickle and loose woman. I stepped forward, my voice calm and clear, cutting through the chaos. Zoe, you said she's my ex-wife. We're already divorced. Whom I attend the gala with is none of your business. Also, if you claim I cheated during our marriage, please provide evidence. Otherwise, I'll sue you for slander. You bitch, Zoe shrieked, lunging at me. You're just good with words. See how I deal with you. Mark suddenly appeared, pulling Zoe back. What are you causing a scene for? He hissed at Zoe. I'm doing this for you, Zoe protested, bewildered. You're shouting here. Is this helping me? You're embarrassing the Felix family. Mom joined in, her voice strained. I wanted Zoe to make a scene, hoping to embarrass Sarah. Now it's backfired on me. Chloe approached Mark, her voice dripping with false sympathy. Mark, I'm sorry, it's all my fault. I couldn't stop Zoe. Sarah, I know Mark divorced you for me. You must be upset, but this is a public place. Are you deliberately opposing him? How am I opposing him? I asked, my voice cool. I successfully divorced him, thanks to your efforts. Mom's voice dripped with sarcasm. I think she's forgotten who brought her into the house before we even divorced. Seems like it's Mark's honor. I think Mark's vision is a bit clouded, Mom continued. How did he do in vain? Chloe chimed in, her voice saccharine sweet. Mark, it's not like that. Mark and I aren't what you think. If it weren't for the department having issues with the surveillance and the data couldn't be retrieved, otherwise I will publicize the video. Everyone will see clearly what you've done. You, Chloe stammered, her eyes widening in fear. Hale took my arm, his voice low and reassuring. Chloe, what's wrong with you? Miss Sherry knows how to fool us. Hale turned to me, his gaze intense. Sarah, do you dare to swear you've never had any other connections with this man before? Why should I swear? I retorted, meeting his gaze directly. I'll swear, if I have never had the relationship you're talking about with Mr. Hale, you and your mother will live in poverty, be poor forever. Ha ha ha. You bitch, Mom shrieked. Why are you using us for your oath? Mark stepped in again, his voice weary. Enough, apologize, Zoe. Don't make Mark angry. We'll take the long view. There's always tomorrow. Zoe mumbled a reluctant apology. I'm sorry. Even if she apologizes, I won't forgive her, Hale declared, his voice cold and final. Hale led me away from the chaos. Mark, find a place to sit for a while. I'll come find you in a bit. As we walked away, Hale murmured, I never expected our delicate princess, after missing for years, to become so fierce. You can't describe a girl as fierce, I corrected him, a smile playing on my lips. I'm saying you're cute, Hale chuckled. I'm going to go over there, and you have fun here. Go ahead, I said. Mark approached me, a forced smile on his face. Dance with me? Excuse me, I'm not interested, I said, my voice cool. It's just a dance. Are you scared or something? Mark challenged. Mr. Felix, drink this cup, and then I'll decide whether to dance with you, I countered, holding out a glass of champagne. Are you sure? Are you scared? I taunted. Mr. Felix, this champagne isn't strong, but it's very bubbly. If you chug it all at once, you'll get drunk easily. I stepped back, a mischievous glint in my eyes. Wait, you told me to drink it, didn't you? Here, you can drink it now. I shoved the glass back at him. Hey, are you crazy? Mark exclaimed, startled. She's playing a trick on you. Chloe's voice screeched from behind him. Sarah, do you think this can trick me? Don't you remember? A few days ago, in the Felix family garden, how did you trick me? To be honest, even if you drink this cup, I won't dance with you, because you're not worthy. Hale stepped in, his voice cutting through the tension. Mark, Sarah is my companion tonight. You can't steal her away. Steal her away? Mark scoffed. What's your relationship with Sarah? It's what you think. Hale retorted, his eyes locking with Mark's. Mark, let me give you a piece of advice. If you want to dance, why not invite your own companion? Chloe, go find Zoe. I'm going to say hello to Mr. Smith over there. Chloe looked distraught. Chloe, what's wrong? Mom asked, rushing to her side. I think I just saw that awful couple. Chloe whimpered. Did he bully you? Mom's voice was full of concern. Zoe, I'm thinking if Mark really falls for Sarah, then I should step aside, Chloe confided, her voice trembling. Chloe, what are you talking about? Mark only loves you. It's all because of Sarah stirring up trouble. I only recognize you as my sister-in-law. As long as I'm here, Sarah will never set foot in our family. But Zoe, what should I do? Sarah has always disliked me. If Mark truly likes Sarah, my mom and I won't be able to stay in this family. Don't worry, Mom reassured her, her voice hardening. I will make sure her reputation is ruined, so she can never compete with you again. Zoe, thank you. You're really kind. Chloe's voice was saccharine sweet. Don't worry, I'll make you benefit once I get married, Mom promised. Chloe, dealing with Sarah just leaves to me, Zoe declared, her eyes gleaming with malice. The title of Mrs. Mark is yours. Zoe is such an easy mark, I thought, a wry smile playing on my lips. Later, Zoe cornered me, her face flushed with anger. Sarah, didn't I hit you hard enough earlier? What do you want? I asked, my voice calm and steady. Zoe thrust a credit card at me. There's $30,000 in this card. Just promise me you'll never bother my brother again, and the money is yours. I know you grew up in an orphanage. Probably never seen this much money, right? And since you were kicked out with nothing, well, considering you served us for 3 years in our family, you did have some merit. Take the money and go. 30,000? I scoffed. You're treating me like a beggar. I don't want it. Zoe's eyes narrowed. Now you're looking down on 30,000? Don't tell me you really think Mark is into you? I advise you, being a mistress is just a fleeting youth. Take the money while you can. If I take this money, what if you accuse me of stealing later? I asked, my voice laced with suspicion. Zoe's face contorted with rage. How did she know what I was thinking? You're stingy and cowardly like your mom. With the money you think you can frame me? I advise you not to push your luck. Hey, bring me $1 million in cash right now. Zoe snapped at a nearby waiter. What are you pretending for? Zoe sneered. $1 million? You're lying, right? When you were in our house, you didn't even have $100. I laughed, a cold, humorless sound. As the daughter-in-law of the Mark family, if I can't even get 100, this would be a joke. What's there to be proud of being a Mark? I know you think you've hooked onto that Mr. Shelley, right? He's just playing with you. You don't think he'll marry you, do you? If you don't get some money to rely on, in a few years when you're old, you won't even be wanted. Why are you like your mom? Always gossiping, I retorted, my voice sharp. Don't worry, I've just gotten divorced. Of course I want to enjoy my single life. Now that you've left Mark, you're a used good. What good match can you find? Miss, you even found an actor. Suddenly Hale appeared, carrying a briefcase. What are you doing here? He asked, his voice calm but with an underlying edge. See? A whole $1,000,000 is here. Just kowtow and apologize to me, and this money is yours. Zoe shoved the briefcase towards me. You're crazy, I said, recoiling from her touch. The money I gave you was a whole $1,000,000, Hale interjected, his voice smooth as silk. It's more than triple what you gave me, and you're still not satisfied. Do you submit? Zoe grabbed my arm. Let me go. I struggled. You bitch, let me go. You can't even move, yet you still talk big. Just wait. I'll teach you a lesson and find a dozen men to hurt you. Where did you learn to talk like that? Just disgusting, I spat back. Do you submit? Zoe hissed. Why are you so strong? She cried, her voice laced with frustration. Suddenly Mark appeared, his face etched with concern. Stop! What's going on? Ask your good sister yourself, I said, my voice cold. Sarah, Mark said, his voice pleading. Zoe is your sister. Even if she offended you just now, do you really need to retaliate like this? Retaliate? You know very well how your sister is. You know her best. Do you think I'm retaliating against her? I turned to Hale. Go back now. Mark's voice rose in protest. Mark, I've been ruined by her, and you still help her. Do you think you can outsmart her? If she had any brains, she wouldn't be manipulated so easily. Sarah, Zoe is still a child, even if you're unhappy with me and Mark. You shouldn't take it out on her. Mark's voice was laced with false concern. Child? Calling a 21-year-old a child? That's a giant baby. I remember today's party didn't allow minors, did it? So why is there someone over 20 still acting like a giant baby? Who's a giant baby? Zoe shrieked. I never asked her to let me. Hale stepped forward, his voice authoritative. Mr. Shelley, it's a fact that she bullied Zoe. Are you going to protect her? Sarah never causes trouble unless someone provokes her, Hale stated firmly. Who provoked her? It was her who ambushed me first, Zoe protested. Oh, so it's a fight? Then it's not bullying. Clearly someone lost and is not convinced, Hale retorted, his voice laced with amusement. Sarah, why don't you show everyone how you won just now? I'm not that free. The money on the ground is still warm. Consider it medical fees. Let's go. Hale took my arm, pulling me away from the chaos. Wait, I have one last question, Mr. Felix. Please ask your question quickly. Sarah, have you ever wronged me? Mark asked, his voice strained. In the 3 years of our marriage, I have no regrets. No, this should be my question to you. Aren't you embarrassed enough? Back at the villa, Mom was furious. Mark, you believe whatever she says? Do you want her to show the surveillance and slap you in the face? Is there even surveillance here? Mark walked in, his face like thunder. What's going on here? We went out for a nice date and came back like this. Where's Mark? Mom asked. Mark went upstairs as soon as he got back. Don't mention him. He's blind. He not only didn't help, but also wants to confine me. He's not really one of us. Won't side with us. Zoe whined. Auntie, we can't blame Mark. It's all Sarah's fault. If it weren't for her today, Zoe wouldn't have been bullied. It's her again. Indeed, I thought she just got divorced. It must be tough for her. But tonight she teamed up with her lover to bully us at the Felix's. That woman is such a disaster. I must find a way to get rid of her. Mom's eyes gleamed with malice. Lee, work overtime. Check Sarah's schedule. The next day, Hale handed me car keys. Sure, I've prepared a limited edition Maserati for you. It's parked in the basement. I shook my head. No, I'll drive this energy-saving electric car. It's okay. Hale frowned. How can you drive such a low-class car? You know I need to hide my identity. I smiled. All right then, let's go to the company together in your car. At Treasure Entertainment, Miss Johnson was waiting anxiously. Today is the day the new director starts at the company. Everyone be on your best behavior. The director is here. Get ready. I walked into the office, my head held high. Hello, madam. Miss Johnson bowed respectfully. No need for formalities. Who are you? Where did you come from? Tracy, the receptionist, sneered, her earlier obsequiousness gone. I'm the new director. Otherwise, who are you bowing to? Stop pretending. I've seen too many girls like you. Don't think you're special just because you're a bit attractive. We're a serious agency. Anyone looking for shortcuts, get out. What shortcuts? I asked, my voice cool. I'm here to take up my position. Tracy scoffed. Position? You can have sugar daddy and you might make a few thousands. The corporate culture is terrible, attacking colleagues and insulting the superior. Superior? You want to be my superior? Our real superior is coming soon. Move your car out of the way. Don't block the path. Tracy pointed at Hale's Maserati. If you think it's in the way, park it in the underground garage. Are you crazy? Why should I park your car? Tracy shrieked. Because she's the director I appointed, Hale said, his voice cutting through the tension. This is the company's newly appointed director, Miss Sarah. Miss Johnson, considering the effort you've put into establishing the company, I'll give you one chance, but forget about the year-end bonus. If you disrespect the new director again, the consequences won't be just dismissal. I'll blacklist you across the industry. Miss Johnson's face paled. I'm sorry, Miss Shelley. I was wrong. Please forgive me. I hope you'll be more cautious in the future. Park my car and then come find me. I have business to discuss with you. Miss Johnson nodded frantically. I'm sorry. I'll go park the car now. As we walked into my new office, Hale grinned. Sarah, let's go. This is the company's new director. See? Isn't she beautiful? To suddenly arrive without notice and commute together? They must be lovers or a couple. Miss Johnson entered, her face pale and flustered. Hello, Miss Sarah. I'm sorry. The documents are so heavy, I slipped. She dropped a stack of files onto my desk with a thud. Our company is just newly established. Why so many documents? I asked, surprised by the sheer volume. That's because we are a newly established company, so we need to review more documents. These are what I just sorted out. I'll bring you more once you're done. There's more? I asked, incredulous. Yes, Miss Sarah. It seems like this is your first time in this industry. Yes, it is indeed my first time. Miss Sarah, you're quite bold. I wonder if you can keep your position. Miss Johnson's voice was laced with thinly veiled sarcasm. Whether I can stay in this position is none of your concern. There are many duplicate documents here. Please screen them carefully, Miss Johnson, and then bring them to me. Don't just fill the quota. Wait, give me back my car keys. And I don't like people using my name. Please call me Miss Shelley from now on. Later that day, Hale burst into my office, his face grim. Madam, we've already got her under control. It seems you encountered her, and that's why you're here. Mrs. Felix. Firstly, I'm no longer Mrs. Felix, I corrected him sharply. Mr. Lee, don't call me that anymore. Secondly, thank you very much for coming to help, but let's just forget this kind of kindergarten-level setup. I can handle it myself. Hale frowned. But you can't have such a fluke mentality. This time it was just their incompetence. What if smarter ones come next time? Won't you still be caught off guard? What are you worrying about? I asked, raising an eyebrow. I'm worried that you do something dangerous outside, and I end up having to pay the price for you. Hale's voice was low, almost a murmur. You're really overthinking, I scoffed. Even if something happens to me, I won't ask for your help. Is that so? Hale challenged, his eyes locking with mine. If anything happens, they'll look for me. Why will you seek help from an ex-husband? Before you fight, look for me first. Why bother to do it yourself? Sarah, let's go. Wait, I said, stopping him. Thank you for helping me this time. I turned to Lee. Strip that man's clothes off and throw him out. You can let the woman go for now. I have a plan. The next morning, Miss Johnson approached me hesitantly. Miss, I don't entertain visitors. Leave now. This is my fiancé's company. You should be the one to go. Harper Mia stood in the doorway, her face a mask of fury. I've never heard that Hale has a fiancé. Who are you? You're not worthy to know. She is the daughter of the Mia family, Harper Mia. My brother never mentioned you to me. Seems he's not interested in you at all. You're not fit to be my sister-in-law. What's the point of being a fiancé? Until the certificate is issued, isn't it always replaceable? I warn you, stay away from Hale. He's mine. If I find out you're acting improperly, I'll make sure you suffer much. If you keep making noise, I'll personally have Hale drive you out." Harper Mia stormed out, leaving Miss Johnson looking flustered. "What you told me earlier, what was that about?" I asked Miss Johnson. "I don't know either. She has been protected by the CEO. I guess she had already hooked up with Hale. If that's the case, she can't be kept." "Ah, isn't that a bit inappropriate? I'm already being punished. If I do this and the CEO finds out, what then?" Miss Johnson fretted. Harper Mia's voice echoed from the doorway. "Susan, I sent you to my fiancé's company to gather information for me. It's clear you should be loyal to me alone. You should be wholehearted to me. Besides, I was thinking of having Hale give you the position of director, but she took your opportunity. If you don't help me, what future do you have here? You have no other way out." "All right, I understand. Rest assured, leave it to me." Miss Johnson turned to me, her face suddenly obsequious. "These are the contracts to be signed. Please take a look." "Susan, it's rare for you to be so respectful," I said, my voice laced with suspicion. "Not at all. Since you took office, I've been truly in awe of you." Miss Mia barged in earlier. "It was my carelessness. I've come to apologize to you." "No need. I wasn't blaming you. I've reviewed this document. Just take it to be signed." "No, no, no," Miss Johnson protested, her voice overly eager. "The people from Wilson said it has to be signed by you in person. They think my position is too low. There must be something fishy. I'll see what you're up to. If that's the case, I'll go." At the meeting with Mr. Smith from Wilson, his eyes roved over me with blatant disrespect. "Director, this is Mr. Smith from Wilson. How can a director also have the power to finalize this contract? Mr. Smith is a prominent figure at Wilson. Finalizing a contract is in his decision. You must not offend him." Miss Johnson's voice was a sickly sweet warning. "You're overthinking it," I said dismissively. Mr. Smith's voice was oily. "Sarah, you have lived up to your reputation. You're beautiful, and your figure is outstanding. With your looks and figure, you should be an artist yourself." "Not at all," I replied, my voice cold. "Mr. Smith is the real gem among people." Miss Johnson poured me a glass of wine. "Miss, this is your first time discussing business since taking office. I'll toast to you." Lafitte, great wine." "All right. Cheers." "Cheers," I replied, taking a sip. "Miss Shelley's really bold. Here's another toast to you. Dare to compete in drinking with me? I was born to never get drunk." Later, Hale called, his voice urgent. "These are what you asked me to investigate regarding Madam's background. Here's this information. He's deliberately not letting us find out. There's a dinner tonight. Are you attending?" "Cheers," I said again, taking another sip of wine. "Why have you all stopped? Keep drinking. Once we're done, we can discuss business." "Business? What business?" "Naturally, it's about the collaboration between Treasure and Wilson. Here's the updated document. Take a look." Mr. Smith slid a document across the table. "Sorry, I'll get you a new glass," Miss Johnson said, rushing to refill my wine. "It's fine. Come, let's have another drink. Wait, what's wrong? This document hasn't been signed yet. This should be considered a celebration." "Then let's sign the document first." I took a pen and signed the contract with a flourish. "Mr. Smith, let's have another drink. Come on, drink up." "Let's drink, Mr. Smith. Miss Shelley, you continue the meal. I'm leaving. Don't forget to film the video." Miss Johnson's voice was a low whisper to Mr. Smith as she left. "Mr. Smith, let's have a drink." Suddenly, a man burst into the room, his face masked. "Hello, this person looks familiar." Another masked man grabbed me. "I've already got what I needed. Don't worry, I've already told him to film everything." "I don't believe with this video, Sarah can still stay in the Treasure." Miss Johnson's voice echoed from the doorway. "Who are you? What do you want?" I demanded, struggling against my captor. "I don't know any Sarah. I'll tell you. Has she already—" Suddenly Hale appeared, kicking down the door. "Why are you here? You're okay." Hale rushed to my side. "Do you wish something had happened to me? I underestimated you. Where were you just now?" "I was looking for the person who came with me. His phone is unreachable. I searched everywhere without a result. He's a key witness." Lee appeared, his voice calm. "Madam, we've already got her under control. It seems you encountered her, and that's why you're here." Mrs. Felix. The boss was really worried. He even skipped the scheduled dinner. You, I stammered, overwhelmed. Firstly, I'm no longer Mrs. Felix, I corrected Lee, my voice regaining strength. Mr. Lee, don't call me that anymore. Secondly, thank you very much for coming to help, but let's just forget this kind of kindergarten-level setup. I can handle it myself. Hale frowned. But you can't have such a fluke mentality. This time it was just their incompetence. What if smarter ones come next time? Won't you still be caught off guard? What are you worrying about? I asked, raising an eyebrow. I'm worried that you do something dangerous outside, and I end up having to pay the price for you. Hale's voice was low, almost a murmur. You're really overthinking, I scoffed. Even if something happens to me, I won't ask for your help. Is that so? Hale challenged, his eyes locking with mine. If anything happens, they'll look for me. Why will you seek help from an ex-husband? Before you fight, look for me first. Why bother to do it yourself? Sarah, let's go. Hale took my hand. Wait, I said, stopping him. Thank you for helping me this time. I turned to Lee. Strip that man's clothes off and throw him out. You can let the woman go for now. I have a plan. The next morning, Miss Johnson approached me again, her face a mask of false concern. Humph, boss, you just let her go like that? Then do I have any reason to keep her here? I don't know if things went well last night. Those two locked me up and then let me go. They even broke my phone. No one called. Miss Johnson, why are you here so early and not going in? Why did you leave first yesterday? It's strange to say I fell asleep after getting drunk. When I woke up, you all were gone. You didn't do it on purpose, did you? No, not at all. Why are you so nervous? I didn't say anything. Go get ready for the meeting. Okay, I'll go prepare now. Hey, remember to call those directors over. Sure. At the meeting, only Director Lane was present. Isn't there a meeting? Why are you the only one here? I asked Miss Johnson. Director Lane, I specifically called you over. I've gotten into big trouble this time. What trouble? Is there anything I can't solve? You know, the new director of our company? Yes, I do. I heard she's pretty good looking. You have any inappropriate thoughts? What are you jealous about? Everyone is saying she's Mr. Shelley's woman. I wouldn't dare touch her, but I've offended her now. What? You're really bold. I was just following Miss Mia's orders. I thought Sarah would fall for it, but who predicted she didn't take the bait at all? Now the directors from Wilson are unreachable. Director Lane chuckled. Calm down. She's just someone who climbed up with the help of Mr. Shelley. During the meeting later, I'll find a reason to teach her a lesson. Really? But right now, seeing her makes me uncomfortable. Don't worry, I'll definitely help you get her off her director position. Suddenly, Hale's voice boomed from the doorway. Mr. Lane, you sure talk big? Director Lane froze, his face paling as Hale walked into the room. Mr. Shelley, why are you here today? I'm here to see who's stirring up trouble in the company, Hale said, his voice cold and dangerous. Mr. Shelley, what do you mean? Director Lane stammered. Hale ignored him, addressing Miss Johnson. When I saw Miss Johnson's car, I was curious. As a director of treasure, why she'd drive a broken-down car? It may be a bribe. I never expected that I checked the vehicle info. It was actually purchased by Treasure. It seems Miss Johnson was kept in the dark, too. I've heard there's a corrupt person in the company, and today I finally caught him. Director Lane's face contorted with fear. Mr. Shelley, I'm a veteran of Shelley Group. You wouldn't kick me out for a woman, would you? Hale's voice was like ice. Sorry, it's me who's kicking you out. I'm now the owner of this company. Who exactly are you? Director Lane's voice rose in panic. During the meeting later, I will announce that Sarah Shelley will be the CEO of Treasure Entertainment. But you won't see that moment. Why? Hale snapped his fingers. Take this veteran back to Chester and punish him. Yes, Mr. Shelley. Director Lane fell to his knees, begging. Please forgive me, Mr. Shelley. Both bosses, Shelley. Please spare me. I can return the car keys to the company. Hale turned to Miss Johnson, his voice hard. Miss Johnson, you don't think you've dodged yesterday's issue, do you? Yesterday's issue? You actually know about it? What do you plan to do with me? Miss Johnson stammered, tears streaming down her face. Since you've made a mistake, of course you need to face sentencing. It's Miss Mia. She instigated me to do this. I can cooperate with your investigation. I don't want to go. Miss Mia? So it was her. Another spoiled rich girl who doesn't know her true ability. This woman is also the one my family arranged for me to marry. I'm sick of seeing her every day. I can't even avoid her fast enough. I didn't expect her to target you. Miss Mia thought Miss Shelley was your girlfriend. Women, when they're jealous, it's terrifying. It seems I really need to tell my family to make this marriage off the table. Hale turned to me, his expression softening. What's the matter? How's the investigation going on the setup you faced last time? It's been cleared up. The person has been sent in. So quickly? Have you figured out who's behind it? Yes, I had Lee check that woman's phone. She's been in frequent contact with Miss Mia of the Mia family. Miss Mia is Hale Felix's fiancée. I know that. You're living with her fiancé every day. No wonder she's causing trouble for you. Mark's voice, filled with sarcasm, startled us. Mr. Felix, you really meddle too much. Chloe will hold the inheritance party. Aren't you going to help your girlfriend? Why are you bothering me all the time? You're not thinking of cheating her, are you? Hale's voice hardened. I'm not going to do this. Last time you trashed the Felix's home, I haven't settled the score with you yet. Now I've been stuck in hotels. Mark scoffed. Settle the score, huh? All right. Do you think I can't afford it? Which hotel are you in? I'll bring a check over right now. $1.5 million. Hale, this married man is quite generous to you. Married man? Hale retorted, his voice dripping with disdain. The Shelley family's already discussing the engagement with the Mia family. So soon? It should be treated with caution. Unlike some people who are in an unwilling marriage and don't stand by their principles, finally harming everyone involved. Who are you implying? Mark asked, his voice tight. I'm not implying anyone. I'm talking about you, Mark. If you didn't want to marry me before, why didn't you rebel against your family? It made me hold on to hope for these 3 years, thinking that if I worked hard enough, you would fall in love with me. I promised Chloe I would marry her. Why didn't you rebel against Grandpa? If you truly love Chloe, when she went abroad, you should have brought her back. If you had stuck to your guns, would these have been obstacles? Do you have anything else to say? Mark's voice was flat, devoid of emotion. I held out my hand, palm up. Take it back. Didn't you say you'd leave with nothing? What? Now you're here for compensation? It's not divorce compensation, and even if it is it any of your business? Mark shoved the money back into my hand. Mark, you're giving her money to keep her away from you and stop bothering you? What are you doing here? You don't want the money, I won't take it either. Don't bother me in the future. I threw the cash back at him, the bills scattering on the floor. Hey, Mark, remember your promise? You're treating me like this. Then at my family's inheritance party, I'll have my parents announce our engagement. So eager? This is what you owe me. Do as you wish. Later that day, Chloe called, her voice falsely cheerful. Why would Miss Mia look for me? I never expected you'll come to my door yourself. You're the adopted daughter the Sherry family is pushing forward? You look like a small-town girl. Miss Mia, if you want to humiliate me, there's no need to go to such lengths. I don't need to humiliate someone I've never cared about. I called you here because we have a common enemy. Common enemy? I asked, intrigued. I've heard the Moo family and the Shelley family are engaged. I suppose Hale Felix, the CEO, is your fiancé. If things had gone smoothly, we would have held the ceremony next quarter. What obstacles arose? I remember now, at the last banquet, Hale brought another woman. They're quite intimate, right? You don't need to beat around the bush with me. That woman, isn't she also your boyfriend's ex-wife? Very troublesome since her divorce. I've nearly fallen into her trap several times. She's indeed hard to deal with. I also slipped up just now. I called you here because I think instead of fighting alone, we should collaborate. Collaborate? I asked, my mind racing. Cooperation. Does Miss Mia have any plans? Your Sherry family is having some inheritance ceremony, isn't it? We could invite her. You will be on home turf then. That gives you more advantages. Miss Mia is indeed smart. I need to think of a way to set a trap for her. What is Chloe thinking? Invite me to her inheritance ceremony? I guess she plans to announce her engagement with Mark at this inheritance ceremony. She invited you just to upset you. She really isn't classy. Does she think everyone is petty? Actually, there's something I've been forgetting to tell you. I've done some research on her family. The accident involving Miss Sherry seems suspicious. Could someone be manipulating it? We found the information of the car owner involved in the accident. It seems to be related to Chloe. Could she be the one behind the accident? I need to investigate the Sherry family. Hale's voice was filled with concern. Are you sure you want to go? Won't it be dangerous? I smiled, a thrill of anticipation coursing through me. Hale, not only am I going, but I'll also go in style. You'll be my date. Can't you, my brother, protect me? Hale chuckled. All right, I'll buy you the most expensive dress to let you be the belle of the ball. At a high-end boutique, Hale presented me with a stunning gown. Sarah, what do you think of this dress? Hey, this dress seems quite nice. It looks like Miss Rose's style. Yeah, the clerk said this is Miss Rose's creation. But aren't Miss Rose's creations all custom-made? How could it be casually sold in a dress shop? Originally, I picked another dress, and they had already packed it. At that moment, a new clerk brought this one over. I saw this one was better, and so I switched to this one. The new clerk? I think there's more to this. There's something wrong with the dress? Yes, there are some places you really can't see without looking closely. Oh, what's wrong with you? I stumbled slightly as I took the dress. A new clerk rushed forward, his face pale with anxiety. If you cause trouble for the lady, I wonder what you'll do. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm truly sorry. I noticed a stain on the dress bag. Why is this dress bag a bit dirty? I asked, my voice sharp. The clerk stammered. Just now, when I brought the dress on the way, I encountered someone careless, and he almost broke my waist. It might have gotten dirty then. Luckily, the dress is okay. Otherwise, you'd be out of here. On the night of the inheritance ceremony, I stood beside Hale, resplendent in the Miss Rose gown. I'm sorry, miss. Miss Mia is really good at playing tricks. Only she could think of this. Today, just wait for me to crush Sarah. I want her to have nowhere to hide. I heard that the young daughter of the Sherry family isn't actually their own. What can you do about it? The eldest Miss Sherry is paralyzed. Who knows when she'll wake up? It's really a pity. I wonder if this young lady can keep the Sherry family going. As we entered the ballroom, a hush fell over the crowd. Hey, look, the young lady is here. This young lady is quite good-looking. There are rumors that the second young lady of the Sherry family is going to get engaged to Mr. Felix. If that's true, they really make a handsome and beautiful couple. Who's that with Mr. Felix? When did Ford be with such a stunning socialite? Wait, why is her dress the same as the one of the young lady? A murmur rippled through the room. Clashing outfits aren't scary. It's the ugly one who's embarrassed. It seems the young lady of the Sherry family is overshadowed. These people have no good taste. Sarah wearing a knockoff can't possibly outshine me. Chloe's voice, laced with triumph, reached my ears. Chloe approached me, a smug smile on her face. Miss Shelley, I'm delighted that you could attend our inheritance ceremony, but I can't understand why you would wear a fake dress on such an important occasion. Is it that you don't take the Sherry family seriously? How can you be sure I'm wearing a knockoff? I asked, my voice calm and steady. Because the one I'm wearing is designed by a famous foreign designer, Miss Rose. It was bought by my mother over the phone and airshipped here. I can provide the call records with Miss Rose as proof. So what about you? You really have the foresight to have prepared the call records. Truly impressive. I can vouch for myself. I wonder how Miss Shelley can prove herself. If you ask me, it's better to admit it now than to be embarrassed. With the power of the Sherry family, there's no need to buy fake clothes, but the CEO of the Shelley Group wouldn't let his companion wear a fake gown to such an event. Right? That doesn't make sense. With the strength of the Shelley family, I could buy every gown in Ford for my companion to choose from. Hale stepped forward, his voice smooth and confident. Mr. Felix, you're so protective of your companion. Did you buy this gown yourself? Not exactly, Miss Shelley. If you like this dress so much, I could just give it to you. On such an important occasion, I don't want to spoil the fun. So I'll have my servant take you back to change. Chloe's face fell. Wait, what else do you want to say? Since Miss Sherry believes she's wearing the real thing, why not compare them side by side? Miss Rose's designs feature distinctive stitching, exquisite patterns, and unique materials. They're also said to have special effects when danced in. Don't spread rumors. I've never heard of that, Chloe scoffed. Miss Sherry, Hale interjected, his voice silky smooth. Miss Rose's dresses are often used in international dance competitions. For the live effect, they do use special materials. If there's an effect when danced in, Sarah, why don't you dance with Miss Sherry? I think that's a good idea. Comparing side by side is boring. Seeing beautiful women dance is what I'd love to see. Exactly, someone in the crowd exclaimed. Who cares about the authenticity? I'm already bored. What do you think, Miss Sherry? I smiled, a predatory glint in my eyes. I wonder what these two are up to. But the key now is to make her reveal herself. Since you insist, let's just dance once. Then I'll choose my partner first. Sure. I turned to Mark, my voice saccharine sweet. Mr. Felix, I still owe you a dance from last time. I wonder if tonight you'd grace me with a dance. Chloe's face tightened. Mark, don't forget our plan for tonight, Chloe hissed. Hale stepped forward, a charming smile on his face. I wonder if you'd give me the honor of dancing with me, Miss Sherry. I took Hale's hand. Please, Miss Sherry. Hale led me onto the dance floor, and we began to waltz. Please, Miss Sherry, please focus. It's your steps that are off, isn't it? Hale whispered in my ear. Sorry, Miss Sherry, I'm not very good at dancing. Hale's voice was deliberately loud, meant for everyone to hear. Chloe watched us dance, her face contorting with rage. Is Mr. Felix trying to embarrass me? I must outshine this. I want Mark to regret dancing with her. Could it be just to upset Chloe that he asked me to dance? There is that reason, mainly my brother, my dance partner. Mr. Felix isn't good at dancing. I don't want him to be embarrassed. So I'm the second choice. Wasn't I once too? Why don't we switch partners? Sure, that seems fairer. We've only danced halfway through. I don't think it's necessary. Chloe turned to Mark, her voice pleading. Mark, don't you want to dance with me? We can dance the next one. Mark hesitated, then shook his head. Forget it. It's just to identify the gowns anyway. Forget the gowns? I thought, confused. I don't know what Sarah was talking about. If there's really any effect when dancing, is it true? Someone in the crowd whispered. I think everyone should be able to tell whose gown is real. A man in the crowd called out, Sorry, Mr. Felix. And this lady danced so beautifully I was captivated. I completely forgot about the gowns. I think there's no difference. They both look great. Chloe's face contorted with disbelief. Impossible! A knockoff is a knockoff. How can it compare to my genuine one? Sarah didn't show anything special. Are you lying to me? The quality of this gown shouldn't be this poor, right? Seems like someone wearing a knockoff is trying to frame others. Ha 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 ha. Impossible. I bought the real one. How could this happen? Did you tamper with my gown? Stop! Hale's voice boomed through the ballroom. Take Miss Chloe away to change. Chloe protested frantically. Mark, it's not like that. I spent millions on this gown. How could it be fake? They must have tampered with it. Mark stepped forward, his face cold and impassive. Are you trying to protect your companion? What do you mean? I don't mean anything. I just came to see her fail miserably. I'll investigate this matter carefully. No need, I said, cutting him off. I've already looked into it. Chloe is quite the character. If you want to know more, you should look elsewhere. Mark frowned. What do you mean? Making it too clear would be no fun, lest you think I'm deliberately framing. Tell me, how was the gown switched? Later in a side room, Chloe confronted the dress shop clerk, her voice shrill with rage. Miss Chloe, I really don't know. Were you bribed by them? How dare you betray me? Do you believe I'll hurt your son? No, Miss Chloe, I really didn't betray you. It must be when I was hit by the cart. They switched the gown. Chloe turned to her father, her voice trembling. What's going on? How did they find out the gown in the shop was switched? And my parents, such an important event, and they're still not here, her father sighed. They went to the hospital. They want to confirm again the condition of my sister. They're still delusional, hoping Lily's condition will improve. If I'd known, I should have killed her early on. Chloe, what kind of person are you? Her father's voice was filled with disgust. Hale appeared, his face grim. Chloe, what just happened? I heard from others your gown was damaged. Her father interjected, his voice weary. Dad, it's a long story. Let's not talk about it. I told you not to spend so much on the gown. Your sister never wore such an expensive one. Chloe pouted. Okay, I got it. I won't next time. All right. Let's announce the news quickly. A perfectly good banquet turned into such a mess, it's so embarrassing. Where's Mark? Chloe asked, looking around. Mark, where are you going? Mark's voice, cold and distant, answered from the doorway. What do you want? We're about to announce our engagement. I have some trivial matters. I'll be leaving first. Hey, why are you like this? If it's about the gown, I've already explained. Chloe pleaded. Chloe, I'm not your pawn. I can't keep tolerating you doing these things that cross the line. About the engagement, let's just leave it for now. Mark turned and walked away, leaving Chloe speechless with rage. Mr. Felix just left like that? That's quite disrespectful. I think Mr. Felix was afraid his fiancée would embarrass him at this event. That's too much of a loss of face. Whispers rippled through the room. Mom tried to salvage the situation. Mom and Dad, Mark had some urgent matters and left. Let's continue with the ceremony. Just then, Chloe's father's voice, filled with shock, cut through the air. Chloe, the hospital just called, saying your sister has been better. There's a chance she might wake up. Chloe's face paled. How is that possible? She can't possibly wake up. Her mother's voice was sharp. It's good news if your sister wakes up. What are you dissatisfied about? We are going to the hospital now. You handle the banquet yourself. Mom and Dad, Mr. and Mrs. Sherry just returned. Why are they leaving again? Seems like Miss Chloe really doesn't win the favor of Mr. and Mrs. Sherry. Their air might change. Chloe's voice was filled with venom. Sarah, it's all your fault. If you didn't make me look bad, Mark wouldn't call off the engagement. If Mark hadn't called off the engagement, my status wouldn't be shaken. Sarah, I won't let you off easy. The next day, Lee approached Hale, his face grim. Lee, look into it again for me. The file from 15 years ago. Boss, do you suspect Miss Chloe isn't the one who saved you? I just can't believe the little girl who saved me back then could become like this now. The doctor is really skilled. Just one session for Lily. The doctor has been with our family for half a lifetime already. Without real skills, how could I let him perform acupuncture to restore your memory? If another session is done, Lily should be able to wake up, right? Then she can tell her parents the truth. It'll be the best. But why don't we directly hand over the evidence we found to Mr. and Mrs. Sherry? Why go through such a big circle? We're always outsiders after all. If we claim their heirs' bad sides in front of the Sherry family, they might not believe us. Moreover, given Chloe's ruthless demeanor, she definitely won't sit by idly. Wouldn't it be more direct for them to find out themselves? I have never thought now you're more skilled in handling these. Let's visit Chloe tomorrow then. If only our precious daughter hadn't had that accident, we wouldn't have to feel so helpless like we do now. Ah, Chloe is still too impulsive. Even if I hand over the family to her, I'm still not quite at ease. Didn't you see her expression? We said Lily might wake up, and she actually looked so unhappy about it. If she wasn't abroad at that time, I would even suspect she has something to do with Lily's car accident. Her father sighed. She's embarrassed yesterday. Maybe she just lost control. Mom, Dad, you've been up all night. Go rest and I'll take care of my sister. I want to see her wake up. Mom, you look so haggard now. Lily will feel heartbroken. Chloe is right. We're both getting old. We should fall down first before Lily wakes up. Let's come back this afternoon. Later that day, Chloe stood over her sister's comatose form, her eyes cold and calculating. My dear sister, why do you have to wake up suddenly? You should know, not waking up would make you a good sister. If you wake up, you'll be my death warrant. Lily, you've had 20 years of good life. Leave some of that fortune for me. Don't worry, I'll burn a lot of money for you. Suddenly, Lily's eyes fluttered open. Chloe, she whispered. Oh no, Lily might be in trouble. Hale, call the doctor. Hale burst into Lily's hospital room, his face grim. Why are you here? Your fiancé is about to kill her sister. I followed him in, my voice sharp. Sarah, what are you doing? Chloe shrieked. I'm trying to save her. Do you save her by pulling out the tubes? You should ask your fiancée what she injected into her sister's nutrient solution. Luckily, you found out in time. If this had been in for another 5 minutes, she might have died on the spot. I advise you to think carefully about how to explain this. I think you should avoid alarming her. Let Chloe reveal more flaws. Chloe is ruthless. If she is provoked, she might do something extreme. Hale frowned. How did you know she would harm Lily? Let me put it this way. Chloe returned from abroad half a month earlier than you knew. And that's the day Lily had her accident. She's been plotting for her position for a long time. You can investigate yourself. So you don't think we're framing her? Hale asked, his voice laced with doubt. I believe you. I'm just curious. How did you know about all this so early? I smiled, a hint of amusement in my eyes. Not everyone is as naive as you, tricked by such a low-level woman. She wasn't like this before. People would change. And maybe it's because you didn't see people clearly, mistaking a fisheye for a pearl. Later, as I walked down the street, a young man approached me, holding a clipboard. Miss, I'm a college student doing a survey. Can you help me out? Sorry, I'm currently busy. Please help me. Our leader made us fill out this survey form, or I can't explain back. All right, what kind of form is this? I took the clipboard and glanced at it. Suddenly, the young man grabbed me, his face hardening. Just take a look at me. I'm sorry, miss. I was forced to do this. Another man appeared, his face masked. Sarah, I want you to taste humiliation. I woke up in a dingy basement, bound and gagged. A gruff voice spoke. Thank you, Miss Mia, for providing me with the medicine and manpower. Don't worry, I will make Sarah beg me. The employer of this deal is really generous. They pay millions of dollars for this, and they also allow us to have some fun with this heavenly beauty of a hostage. I wonder if there will ever be such a profitable deal again. This was our last agreement. Once this is done, we part ways. Another voice, younger and hesitant, spoke up. Oh, how can you bear to? We've only been at this for a year and we could build a house in the village. If we do this for another half year, we could even marry a beautiful wife. You don't need that much money. You don't understand our plights. I do this to pay for my mother's treatment. Her medical fees will be covered. I won't be associating with you anymore. When is the employer coming? Isn't he supposed to watch this woman being tortured? He's arriving soon. The employer turned out to be a woman. Women are indeed ruthless. Oh, why hasn't this woman woken up yet? I don't like playing with the dead. All right. Go out for a smoke and contact the employer. Whether we disband or not, let's discuss it after we get the money. As the men left the room, I managed to spit out the gag. They won't let you go. The younger man jumped back, startled. How did you wake up so quickly? I can pay for your medical expenses. I can also find top doctors to treat your mother's illness. Guaranteed to cure her. Why should I believe you? Just because I'm the daughter of Shelley Group. I'm more powerful than your employer. Hale's voice, frantic with worry, echoed in my mind. What's going on with Sarah? Why isn't she picking up the phone? Hale, I've always had a question for you. Having a question is your problem. Why should I answer it? Because, no, Sarah might be in trouble. What happened? I had an agreement with Sarah that in case of an emergency, we'd use this as a distress signal. Hale's voice sharpened. You two trust each other so much. Now's not the time for such nonsense. We need to figure out how to locate this signal. Come on, my company has the equipment. You go stall them first. Okay. Harper Mia arrived at the warehouse, her face cold and triumphant. Why are you here? They just took off their clothes inside. Do you want to go in and see? No need. Record her being humiliated and send me the video. Make sure to clean up the scene afterward. Burn it all down. No, I need to go check. I won't feel at ease otherwise. Wait, is there something wrong? No, I just wanted to ask, when will we get paid? I'll pay you the remaining amount once I see the results. No, you have to pay me now. Car headlights flashed through the window. Are they coming? Quickly, get in the car. There's gasoline inside, it'll burn quickly. I can't get caught. Someone's coming. Come on, light the fire. What about them? They deserve to be arrested. If not for them forcing me, I wouldn't have gotten involved. You can try to save them if you want. Harper Mia fled, leaving the warehouse engulfed in flames. Could Sarah escape again? She must die to quench my hatred, Harper Mia muttered as she sped away. Outside the burning warehouse, Hale's voice cut through the chaos. Sarah, are you there? Sarah? I coughed, my voice hoarse. Mark, wake up. Mark, wake up. Mark rushed to my side, pulling me from the wreckage. Well done. I'll transfer the money to you now. Back at the Sherry mansion, Chloe's parents returned, their faces grim. Mom and Dad, why are you back? I was just about to go to the hospital. No need anymore. What do you mean? What happened to my sister? Chloe asked, her voice trembling. Her mother's voice was cold. Lily is no longer of any use. The Sherry family now relies on you. Don't worry, Mom and Dad. I definitely won't let you down. I won't disappoint you. Her father's voice was flat. What did Mrs. Sherry say? Mrs. Sherry said since you're unharmed, she's relieved. She's currently dealing with urgent matters. I suffered such serious injuries for her, and she just brushes it off so lightly. She said she had a miscarriage for you. If you're going to fuss over this, Then what? Chloe's voice rose in panic. Her father sighed. She said she'll never talk to you again. I didn't say anything. I never noticed how bad her temper is. That's because you owe her too much. Oh, get me those wife-chasing web series again. I want to study them. At the Felix Villa, Mark lay in bed, feigning injury. Mark, where are you? Mark, what happened to you? Mom asked, her voice full of concern. I took a fall from horseback. Let me see. Oh, stop, don't mess with me. I just changed the dressing. I just wanted to show you some concern. Why are you here? Mark, my sister, she's probably dying. My marriage is in a rush. I know you're angry, but marrying me and giving me a title is something you promised me. Oh, do you know Sarah's disappearance a few days ago? She's missing. I don't know. You'd better not lie to me, Mark. My sister has been in the hospital lately. Her condition keeps fluctuating. When would I have time to look for her? Is that so? But Sarah has always been at the Felix family with no enemies. How could she just disappear? Mark, maybe she offended Miss Mia. After all, Miss Mia is the fiancée of Mr. Shelley. Who could stand their fiancé constantly being with another woman? I see, I understand. So our wedding? Let's do it in 3 days. Your family is in a hurry, right? You wouldn't think marriage is too hasty, would you? No, I'll tell my family. Mark's voice was flat. So she didn't save me back then. The orphanage mixed up the names. The one who saved me was a Shelley. She's Sarah Shelley. I finally made my dream come true, marrying Mark as the heir. Lily, Sarah, they're just my defeated opponents. On Chloe's wedding day, Mark called me. Hey, Mark, the ceremony's about to start. Why are you calling me? Come to the hall. I've got a surprise for you. Mark, you're so sweet, I'll go. Chloe arrived at the wedding hall, but it was deserted. Why is no one here? Where are these staff members? Mark? Mark, where are you? Ah! Suddenly, a figure stepped out of the shadows. Who's playing tricks here? My voice, cold and ethereal, echoed through the empty hall. Chloe, today is your wedding day. I've come to congratulate you. Chloe's face paled, terror creeping into her eyes. Why are you here? Aren't you dead? You've made me suffer so much, I've come to claim your life. Please don't hurt me, Chloe sobbed, her bravado crumbling. I'll burn you as much money as you want. What's the use of burning paper money? I'm willing to do anything. Then tell me everything, all the evil things you've done clearly. Otherwise, I'll be a ghost haunting you day and night. I'll say. I came back early, arranged a car to hit Lily. The incident of drugging Mark was also my idea. And the dress incident, I designed a fake one and sold it to Hale to frame you. But about you, it was orchestrated by Miss Mia. I just cooperated. Why don't you go after her? She's been expelled from her family. Impossible. The Mia family, she's the daughter of the Mia's family and the fiancé of Hale. Even if he likes you so much, he wouldn't dare offend her. I smiled, a cold, knowing smile. You'll soon find out the truth. And when did you save Mark 15 years ago? How do you even know about that? I didn't save him. When he came to ask, I just took the opportunity to admit it. Do you know it's me that saved him? Because of your appearance, we went the wrong path from the start. Sarah, you're not really dead, are you? Ha 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 ha. Of course, I'm not that easy to die. Sarah, you... Mark's voice cut through the silence. Stop! He stepped into the hall, followed by Hale and Lily, who was now awake and radiant. Mark? Why are you all here? You teamed up with her to deceive me? Chloe shrieked, her face contorted with rage and fear. Mark's voice was cold and devoid of emotion. You think I really wanted to marry you? Mark, I did this because I love you too much. You'll forgive me, right? Chloe pleaded, her voice desperate. Lily stepped forward, her voice strong and clear. You heartless wretch. After we raised you for so many years, you harm your sister for the hair position of our family. Lily, you're awake. You're actually awake? Chloe stammered, her face paling. How could I not wake up? Chloe, I had to wake up to return the suffering all back. I command you to capture that woman and bring her to me. Lily pointed a trembling finger at Chloe. Let me go! Chloe shrieked as guards seized her. It's time to end this. Later, as I prepared to leave New York, Mark appeared at the dock. Mark, you can't just leave without taking responsibility. Why did you follow me? I asked, turning to face him. I heard someone was going out to play, so of course I had to come. It's not a vacation. I'm leaving. To where? Mark's voice was laced with desperation. How did you get my boat ticket? I told you before. Wherever you go, I go. Nonsense. Who told you my plan? I demanded. Mark smiled sheepishly. Well, it's my brother-in-law, of course. Brother-in-law? Hale. When did you two become partners? I asked, bewildered. Mark grinned, a hint of his old charm returning. Hey, I'm telling you, it's a secret.